Evet YouTube, Blood and Wine DLC'sinin ikinci bölümünden hepinize merhabalar. Geçen bölüm ne yaptık? Tüzinyan'a geldik aga. Tüzinyan'da canavar varmış. Böyle bizim Van Gölü canavarı var ya. Onunla alakası yok ama yine de bir canavar varmış buralarda. Onu arıyoruz. Daha doğrusu tamam, ver anlatacağım, sonra anlatacağım. Mektubu alalım. Bakayım hangi avrat bana yazmış. Taşak mı geçiyorsun lan? Al sana bahşiş, hadi bakayım.
Thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
Kaybol. Bacaksız seni. Şimdi ne yazmış bakalım.
My dear friend.
I've been told you're on a jaunt to Tucson. I do hope you don't overtax yourself during the wine festival. The effects of such exertion at your age can indeed prove most detrimental.
Avrat yazmış, avrat. Hangi
I've
avrat
come upon
acaba?
some information which might be of interest to you. While browsing through a colleague's book collection, I found mention of one Professor Moreau of Beauclair, who conducted research into Witcher mutations. The details I've come to learn are rather vague, and his laboratory's location remains a mystery. Yet his journal should at least provide hints as to both. It is said he was laid to rest with it in his tomb. I enclose a map I found in the tome I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless. Should you grow tired of sampling Beauclair's ladies, wines, and other exquisite delicacies, this matter might prove a fruitful diversion.
Evet.
Investigate
Yennefer.
at your leisure.
Yol vermiştik
Your
ama
friend,
işte
Yennefer.
yapmayı ihmal etmiyor.
Professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually
Bize
be
yazmayı
worth looking
ihmal
into.
etmiyor beyler. Neyse, nerede kalmıştık? Özet geçiyordum işte. Tüzinyan'a geldik. Koç gelmiyor, buraya gelmiyor. Şeyi arıyoruz. Kettle'ı arıyoruz demeyeceğim. Katili arıyoruz. Canavarı arıyoruz. Hatta canavarı bulduk. Geçen bölümde bulduk. Öyle vampiri gibi. Vampir gerçi. Böyle uzun tırnaklı bir vampir. Bir sonraki buluşumda Basur'una saplayacağım zaten kılıcımı diye ümit ediyorum. Şimdi şu demirciye bir posta gireyim ben. Çünkü şimdi satılacak eşya var da. İş tarafa yol arıyordum, buldum. Sen demircisin. Nerede lan bu Uruz bu?
Nice tune.
Mallarını göster bakayım aslanım. Sat. Üstüm dolu. Bunlardan bir kurtulalım. Sende at ekipmanı. 60. Bunlar hep 60'lık herhalde. Böyle Aga, Tüzinyan'daysak Tüzinyan takalım Roç'a. Tüzinyan'daysak madem. Var mı benim param bunları alacak kadar? Var. Ya da 5 şövalyelik erdemi alalım. Aynen. Tamam. Şimdi sat. Başka sat. Hey, parası bitti adamın. Senin bana satabileceğin bir şey. Bunun görevini tamamladım. Buna ihtiyacım yok daha. Neyse, kalan şeyde
So long.
zırhçıdan alırız. tedariği. Senin ışın nerede lan? Tamam.
The serendipity. I'm so glad you're back. You can't pull one over on me, Witcher.
Hırsçı nerede? Üst katta. Uyuyor değil mi bu pezevenk? Yo. Ne satıyorsun lan? Teneke.
Show me what you have.
Ben sana bir bunları iteleyeyim. İteleyemiyorum daha fazla. Güzel bir şey satmıyorsun ki ama ya. 47'lik çelik kılıcı falan var da bir level daha almam lazım. Güzel olmadı. İşleme değil de tamir. Tamir.
No, see you later.
Onarım işlerimizi hallettik. Şöyle hemen bir ufak meditasyon çakalım. Güneşimiz doğsun. Ve görev mekanına siktir olup gidelim. Oha. Ha tamam, bu normal zırhçı değil. Burada bir şey var da. Boş ver. Koç buraya geliyor mu? Yok. Gerçi şehrin içinde yayan gitmek her zaman daha mantıklı olan karar. Oğlum Roç. Aslanım küstün mü? Bahçede tek boynuzlu at sürdük diye yoksa bize. Aa, Roç'u çağıramıyorum. Ha? Oo. Yarrak gibi olmuş Roç. Hiç yakışmamış, hiç. Hiç yakışmamış aga. Hani gram yakışmadı şu an altımıza ya Roç. Ne bunlar? Neydi? İlginç.
Regis.
Ölmedik.
Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Knock knock.
Regis.
Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
Mağaradan gireceğiz, mağaradan. Bura giriş buraya. Değil mi lan? Geldi mi Agaron kol yazısı?
Kicking more eggs. Need to incinerate these to ash.
Ayı ve diyorsun keke yakalım.
Some stench.
Bir an kraliçe geldi sandım da. Oo güzel vuruyor yalnız bunlar ha. Şöyle yapalım. Yiyecek içecek. Geldik. Elfin şeyin. Ne elfi lan? Vampirin mekana geldik. Çık lan ortaya.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Detlef wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will
lan
not
orada.
find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
Yani.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you
Adamın
get
eli.
that?
Hadi
Off
bakayım
one
ha.
of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abraxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Detlef's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
Şimdi yüzüğü niye aldın?
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here. Guests who owe their hosts, meaning you
Mantıklıymış
humans and
arkadaşın.
races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I in turn gave it to Detlef. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Peki elden ne yapacağız? Hadi
What do you plan
bakayım.
to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy of Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's
Tamam.
it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This
Kafayı
triggers
bulacağız.
visual events
Kafayı
linked
bulacağız
to
aga.
strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Detlef was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Detlef's hideout.
Peki direkt çağıramıyor mu ya?
Just summon
Gelmiyor mu
Detlef?
push?
You're both hired vampires. There's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Detlef. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Tamam, hazırla lan karışımı.
Covenarius spent half his life
Kafayı
proving his
bulalım.
theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Detlef's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
O karga mı getirdik? Kafayı bulmuş ki bu adam ya. Kargadan medet umuyor. Yok. Haberci galiba karga.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless. So, perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Ben uyuyacağım. Ben
Not
uyuyacağım.
really in the mood for your concoctions. Especially given how they make you say things you'd rather keep to yourself. Remember that aspect very well.
Geralt of Rivia, do I detect a guilty conscience? Word is, only those ashamed of the truth seek to conceal it.
Not about to fall for that. Forget it. Need a nap, and that's how I'm gonna use this time.
Amına kodumun vampirleri ha. İçer miyim lan ben onu? Yer mi lan Anadolu çocuğu bunu? Yer miyim lan ben onu?
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Eyvallah keke.
Appreciate the
Eyvallah.
compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the white survived entirely unmolested.
Neymiş lanet?
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something.
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the whites.
Aynen öyle aga.
Nothing beyond that.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons.
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Hadi bakalım bir gidelim mağluğa.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by
Şu
perusing
sanda,
some tomes.
sandığa bir bakabilir miyim? O
Tomes.
ilgimi çekti.
Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Sandık burada bir yerde. Heh. Bir tabak varmış sadece içinde. Roç. Gel evlat. Roç. Alo. Alo. Kime ses? Ah. Keseceğim senin taşakları. Vallahi keseceğim senin taşakları Roç. Allah sonunda taşaklardan olacaksın ama. Panter mi? Panter mi? Lazım keke, lazım kürkü, lazım. Tüh. Ben şurada bir şeye vereceğim. Bu muydu? Bunu şöyle koy. Şunu ye. Savaşta lazım olursa değiştiririz sonra onu. Şu an bu benim için daha gerekli bir şey ya. 20 dakikalık health regen boş bir şey değil. Şey yapmamak lazım, böyle yabana atmamak lazım. Tarladan yardıralım. Fast travel'ları kaçırıyorum ama olsun. Çıkar mısın Roach? Aferin lan. Aferin lan. Yine daldı korumanın içine ama. İyi.
Our guests. Never a good omen.
İlginç bir köpek.
Just as Raven wasn't lying. Spoons all over the place.
Hani lan kaşıklar?
Strange.
Aa
I
yukarıda.
sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your
Evet,
reflection in the
lanetlenmiş, lanetlenmiş bu
mirror.
arada.
Sounds like a curse, all right.
İyileştirmek bir laneti, öldürmek mi?
Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around. What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table.
Neymiş? Migren nöbeti geçiriyorum. Açlık çekiyor. Aktöre uğradım. Kart karı bana sanki ucubeymişim gibi baktı. Bana garip bir karışım verdi. Günde 2 kez içmemi söyledi. Hiçbir sikime yaramadı. Göğsüm... Ne? Göğüslerimde kıllar çıkmaya başlamış. İğrenç.
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant. Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe? No spoon you have shall say to you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred.
Şimdi kurtarmaya çalışsak mı malu?
Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense.
Real mektup. Evet.
Woman's name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. Right arm bit right off. Teeth
Bunlar
all knocked out.
incelememe gerek yok.
Somebody tried to force feed him.
Şimdi inelim alt kata.
Actually does seem like a white's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here.
Kart keke meşaleyi.
Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. Table's set. White, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew.
Salyayı bulamadık
Afraid
buradan.
we'd get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron. Spoon, pretty ordinary. Maybe a
Buradan
little old.
aşağı insem.
Thousands of them here. White's been a collector for years.
Bir keke. Chat meditasyon çakalım. Bakalım gelecek mi? Yo. Saklan diyor. Pardon. Tamam. Saklandım. Ya tüzün yana geldim aga. Aslında dün gelmiştim de dün benim interneti birazcık emciklediler. Dona böyle aldım da düzgün çıkmadı ya. Oh, afiyet olsun bacım. Saldır be amına koyayım.
Damn it. Gotta catch it. Seems I'll have to kill the white in its own junk heap.
Oh, kaşıkların içine girdi. Ne? O ne lan? Dur. Tükürüğünü alamayacağım mı? Boş ver be aga. Iron Dight. Adı güzelmiş de boş ver be aga. Onu da almamış olalım be. Şimdi. Bir lootlayalım içeriye. Bizim şu kekeye bir geri dönelim. Burada bir yerde bir fast travel vardı ama. Geldi. En sevmediğim şeyler geldi. Bu ne öyle? Zaten bir zırh aldım buradan. Aldığıma pişman oldum. Roç'a baksana ya. Bu kadar tipsiz olamazdı Roç.
Bandages.
What's that about?
Dünya'nın havası güzel bu arada aga. Güzel güzel.
Possible.
Buraya Tüzinyan demişler ama bura bildiğin Sakarya ya. Bildiğin Sakarya bura. Geldik mi geri mezarlığa? Geldik. Şimdi ver bana bir şafak. Nerede bizim bu Teşko? Aman uğraşmayacağım onlarla. Adam vampir evinde salkım salkım sarımsak var.
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. We are
Anerietta.
not cannibals, Geralt.
Bu
I took a
Anerietta
fragment
dediğin
of
düşeş
tissue
mi?
from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you
Düşeş
do with the
olması
rest?
lazım.
I cremated
Fena
it.
değil.
Our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Sen beni gözetliyor musun
Sent
ya?
your spies after me.
My watchers. Were something to go wrong, I could then arrive quickly to help.
Managed to find alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing
Ya
resonance.
fena değil
And
düşeş
the
şimdi
last
hani
ingredient too. What about that?
haremime gelmeyi kabul
That,
etmez
I
ama
might prove troublesome.
bir ayağımızda
You see, to
Tüzinyan'da
use the
olur be.
concoction to summon the memories of
Arada
one,
gider geliriz
solution must
Tüzinyan'a.
contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my
Yok mu?
damnedest
Tüh
to
be.
identify a replacement.
Tüh
But
be aga.
alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
Benim için tehlikeli
Dangerous.
büyük bir ihtimalle.
Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True, but I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that?
Ben de hiç
I'd rather not have you lunge at me,
azmış bir
claws
Witcher
extended.
görmemişsin o
That
zaman.
makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
Nasıl
All
gireceğim
right,
bu
So
duruma?
what do you want to do?
We shall visit Teshamudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Olur. Olur.
Teshamudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment, a torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Teshamudna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
Gidelim keke o
See no
zaman.
reason to dawdle. Tesham mutna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
Aa, bu neymiş böyle ya? Sürekli bir şey daha, bir şey daha.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the raven did me. I've also taken some sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt, but you must remain calm. I have no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Tesha Mutna. My head's spinning already, and you're...
Hadi bakayım, taşakların varsa denersin.
And you're starting to scare me.
Bunun neresinde kafes? Altında herhalde.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and
Tahmin
torment
etmiştim.
lies underground.
Önden buyur.
You lead.
Ölü var orada. Hani azmadı. Kan var.
Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond this wall lies...
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
Adam açtı kapıyı.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests.
Şimdi
The
YouTube
mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a high
zindanın
power.
içinde işimizi halledeceğiz ama ben diyorum ki ikinci bölüm burada sonlansın. Siz hemen bir beğenin, çat yorum yapın, çat kanala abone olun. Ben de üçüncü bölümü çekeyim aga. Ha? Ne dediniz?